Where you little nerds at for the night? Coffee and Kush TV. Y'all turned down. What's up, Tiffany? I can't talk to nobody up in here but Tiffany. Where y'all at? Good, better, best. Shout out to you. 5G Gold. God gives guidance and grace. Say that 5 times. Day on 1 tonight. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 3. Choke no joke is gonna sue Kev. Oh, y'all crazy for if he ever find out how much money Kev made off 54. Y'all in the chat room tripping. Where is my twin flames? Where is Laura? Where you at, baby? Where is Lucy? Come on, baby. Where you at? Press 1. They around here somewhere. There's 46 people up in here. Where they at? I know they around you. Where they at? Where they at? Rise and shine, vampire. Kev still up, middle of the night, sun shining. What's happening? Thought I was asleep, huh? That's that Cali lifestyle. I'm tuning into New York right now. The state that don't sleep. Me neither, baby. Me neither. Press 1. I make sure I had me a full cup of 2 coffees tonight. Yep, I'm deciding to just hang in there tonight. Not be an old man. You feel me? All up on the internet. I figure if Mike Larry and them can do it, I can do it too. You feel me? It's sweeps week. We starting off, it's the 12th of the month. We got 30 days in the month. Got to go every day, 7 days a week. 7 days a week. We get the break, the Sabbath little break, and then we back in action. You feel me? We don't stop, man. I want to finish off where I left out earlier. Wow. There was a bunch of Jezebels in here earlier, huh? These women. What's wrong with the fellas what's wrong with the women and the fellas in 2020? Shout out Junior. What up, Junior? What up, Junior? It's good to see you out here. Still good to see you around here. They tripping, y'all. They tripping. I told y'all. Boy, they can't resist. I told you. That spirit that's in them, they just feel like they conquerors. They can do it themselves. Todd, watch them now. They trying to seduce. They finding all type of ways to get up over here. I think the truth is causing them to have exorcisms and stuff. You feel me? They tripping. No, stay right here. Trying to get me familiar spirits with people. You know me. Remember I told you, Kev? Kevin, remember we told you, Kevin? No, I don't remember nothing. I don't remember none of that shit. Y'all ain't put me in no hypnotized state. I'm the motherfucking Leo, right? Tiffany, what they think this is? I'm the one who been hunted here? Do these women think they hunting me? Kev, are they lost their mind? I know 2020, these women aggressive, but this type of shit, they doing spells and magic tricks. Shout out to Mike, you heard. What's happening? Brian King, ain't saw you in a while. What's happening, champ? They think it's a game, huh, Tiffany? They getting sent over. You better go over there and get that dude. Put it on him good, too. Put it on him good. Unruly. Name it in the class. Name what they are in the class. Chicka D 901, shout out to you. Late to class, but I'm here. I see you, champ. Here's your number 2 pencil, bro. Go on there over there and have a seat. Yes. Chill out. You feel me? It's night school over here at the row. We just having a blast. You know what I mean? Just having a blast. Holla at your boy. It's sweeps week. Hell no. I'm the most blackballed individual. I deserve a Spotify deal. That's what I need. The Spotify deal. You feel me? That's what we working towards right now. Kev Gills belong on the radio, the YouTube, Siri. Kev Gills belong on Siri. Oh man, I need to be federally funded. That's what this podcast is. This should be the first YouTube page federally funded. I promise you. All American. All American. I agree with that statement. I'm Kev Gills and I agree with that statement. West Side Story made it to night school. Yes, you did. The door is still open. We 4 minutes in. We only stay open till 10 minutes. Y'all make yourself known. 100 people up in this mug. You feel me? I just come to holler at y'all. I just come to see who was ready for school. It seems like we more interested in what's going on at school than we are what's going on out there in the world, and that's good, fam. That's real good. You know, it make me feel good as a YouTuber that we can talk about real things that I don't like. You know, I know them YouTubers be tired of talking about that celebrity shit. They gotta stay on that stuff all day, all night. Dang, be getting tired, wearing them out. If the shit wears me out, I know it wear. Why am I talking about this stuff? You know? So I try to find some sensible way of mingling it in with knowledge and wisdom. And it works. It works. Shout out to Dirty. Shout out to the big people out there on the road. Y'all make sure y'all drive safely. Truck drivers, RVs, people out there that listen to me, looking up at the stars and shit. Fuck with your boy. We learned a lot earlier fucking with this damn Kalima system, these Kalima sisters, and all that. You feel me? KG say you are a G at this. I don't know what that means. Global Gills Network, stand up. If you want to be a YouTuber and want to take part in all of my departments, that's what we do in Global Gills. You know what I'm saying? Either that, I'm still gonna do them. It don't matter. But if you want to participate, be there or be square. Contact me. You know where I'm at. Young Skywalker say, talking about real life, as we should. And we not in our feelings. Matter of fact, we open our doors up to the Jezebels out there. We want them to come on in and sit right there so we can call them out. Press 1. There's a lot of Jezebels in here right now. Press 1. It's a lot of Jezebels that's not going to make it all the way to the end of the semester. Why? There's a bunch of them. Why? Why they not going to make it, y'all? They not focused. I told y'all the real students be focused. All right, she fine over there. I'll give you that. All right. But don't fail the class because she fine. All right. Him cute over there. But don't fail this class because he's cute over there. You feel me? Don't fail this class, Kev. Hold up, y'all. Let me do this real quick. Hold up, y'all. Let me do this. A bunch of people getting timed out for all type of shit. Shout out to y'all, man. All right, I got it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tiffany, thank you for participating in that little blockage. Sorry to Mike. He was blocked for 300 seconds. He'll be back. Make sure each and every one of y'all, we should sing a song tonight. I feel like singing a song. You know, it's a lot of evil. It's a lot of deceit out there. They was trying to get me earlier. I don't know what it is that had Wanna upside down, but she really let y'all down today. What was up with Wanna today, fellas? Tiffany? What the hell? We losing people left and right. I don't even know how she flew off the deep. How are you at school every single day? We over here talking about Kylie and the exposure of this whole B system. And they just, no, it's just, they sit over here, Cavro, I believe you. That's one, this one and that one. And she just totally lost it. I feel bad for her. Because it just looked like it ain't no coming back for her or Tiffany. Y'all realize that her and Tiffany had the same mindset? They had the same. She was going harder than Tiffany. Tiffany was sugarcoating a lot of stuff. This one right here was just on. I said, geez, all of y'all believe in the water mermaids going to the ocean? Y'all believe in water spirit? They believe in water spirits? Tiffany say, soon as they say, but you know, yeah, Kev, I'm with you, but that's when everybody be like, uh-oh, we losing one. That spirit just be calling them. They cannot just give up. They cannot think about nothing else. They just stuck there. They just want to be gods. First of all, they scared to say it. And then they don't have no legitimate information backing that up on whatsoever. So they just stuck out there. I don't know which one of them want to contest that they're gods. I'm still waiting on the fact that she's a god and that Tiffany's a god and that young Roscoe is a god and the rest of these people are gods. These people is afraid to look at themselves in the mirror with full confidence, let alone be a god. They're not even confident in what they say. I'm trying to figure it out. I thought it was very disturbing that sisters today were so lost. I didn't think we got much work to do. Sisters, them sisters in that chat, it was one sister that called in. She was real. These other two was so lost. The older sister who called in, she been there and she done exactly what them sisters was talking about. She been there. And she still had a yearn and a thirst for knowledge and wisdom. That's incredible. She said she went to the park. She didn't want to say she went to the park and laid there. She what the rituals is you got to go there to a specific place and then clear your mindset and free yourself right there at the park. Blend in with the grass. Tell them the ritual. Finish. Then you free your mind and then let other entities enter you. Tell them the rest. Tell them the rest. See, they just say the first part. Oh yeah, I went to the park to think. Okay, what does think mean? Oh, think meant I went over there to lay down and got some rest. All right. What does rest mean to you? Clearing my mind, laying there, stretching my arms out in the grass, becoming one with the earth. You know, you gotta walk them this way. You gotta ask questions. You know, chakras open and very hungry. I knew she was off. You know, and they can't pump me up like, oh, Kev, you absolutely right. And then steer your argument back into the nothingness. That's what Puerto Rican Cub was talking about, the nothingness. And there's an invisible yoke on her mind, around her neck, and everybody else's who commit fornication in a sense. They have a yoke upon their neck. And it's the beast yoke. It's the beast system. It's just as you are totally conformed, ready to go in the cash system with that mindset. Ready to go. You're the ideal citizen in India. Press 1. These people want to destroy the whole nation and make it a rich or you poor and keep y'all poor. There's no middle class. There's no halfway point. There's no you owe the middle. They don't want that. These people want to come from foreign nations and totally destroy America. All of America's middle class. The 1% is just rich people. They don't even matter. The whole America is middle class. They want to uproot this whole thing and build y'all up like China. And if you ain't got no fellas talking about that in your life right there, what they talking about? I mean, when you get done talking about your bills and you regular stuff, what are y'all talking about? What's going on? Because I'll be right back up in the morning, rise and shine, doing it all over again. Doing it all. Somebody's going to do something on this earth. Somebody's going to do something. And we're going to be right chill. I'll be sitting up here, and yeah, some people don't. I thought people be agreeing. Some of these women right here, I thought they was really listening to what I was saying. They're not listening to what I'm saying. They trying to get over here and steer the conversation somewhere else. They're not listening. They can't be listening. They can't be listening. I say, wow. You can't, how could you be listening to me? And you believing in marine spirit. You going to the water, spreading your arms out. This first she at the beach, then she was saying a lot of stuff that threw me off. I was appalled. I was like, well, this is crazy. Y'all see why I start asking her questions? And I am one with the world. I am he and he is I. She God and she don't believe it. That's what she was saying. She needs somebody else to tell her. Like her cousins. I said, this young Pharaoh done told these people brains up. That's all right. We here for him. You God now. I still ain't heard a legitimate argument. I'm still waiting on that. They keep saying, you see how they be trying to get them with the Most High, y'all? Oh, I believe in the Most High. Who's that? Me. I thought you were. See? That's why them names like the Most High and stuff like these people are into witchcraft. They would steal that shit and make that mean they the Most High. That's them. They don't took it. They blended in with the word the Most High. You see that? You see that? You see that shit? They don't took the Most High, and now it's that. Make you not even want to say it no more. What? Coffee and Kush TV. We in the building. They just do everything, do the most. They try to blend in. It's a substitute. They always try to carbon copy every damn thing. Don't make no sense. Coffee and Kush TV. Make sure all 179 people up in here hit that like button one time for me. You feel me? I try to say something so y'all know who I'm talking about. You feel me? They trying to be worshipped. These people trying to be worshipped as gods. I'm trying to figure it out. Why are you trying to be worshipped at this age when you should be already knowing? Your whole life you ain't figured it out. You feel me? Your whole life you ain't figured it out. And then all of a sudden you figure it out and you God? Something ain't adding up. She didn't even know how to defend that shit. I say, who you confess your sins to? She was lost a little bit. I guess me. And you hold yourself like just crazy. You feel me? So, I don't want to stop now. Now I want to ask more questions. I want to dive deeper into this beast system. You feel me, y'all? Y'all Mondre? You feel me? I want to dive in deeper. I mean, we uncovering the beast system and all this over here. You feel me, sir? So we doing something great. We doing something marvelous. And I just like to, I be looking for more information like a crackhead. I ain't gonna lie, Puerto Rican cub be looking for shit like a crackhead. We're not playing with this info. Ever since the Most High let us taste that right here. Man. It's like our lives are meaningful. We don't want to stop and shit. We want to have meaningful lives and shit. Press one. Press one, Tiffany. It's like we woke up one day and we had meaningful lives. What the fuck? Shout out to PR Cub, probably resting right now. That nigga brain be, oh. I ain't gonna lie to you. We just can't stop. We on some other shit. Sometimes you got to send him on a mission just to give it a break. You feel me? You got to send him to Damascus every one and now and then so you can get away from him. That boy, nigga, wake up. We got work to do. Damn, bro, I thought we did work yesterday. Last night, too. You ain't tripping, bro. I know it's 5:30 in the morning. Here come this. Yo, Kev, I think I figured it all out again. This don't make no damn sense. This nigga in New York at work figuring it out. And Amanda in the chat room talking about it ain't that serious. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. This program is very serious over here. Essence Care. Shout out to you. Shout out to Tracy Folk. Essence up in there. 2 essences in the chat room. Press 1. This is way out stuff. I'm seeing duplicates. This shit like the Matrix. I got 2 kgs, 2 essence. Both of them, all 4 of them pressing 1s. This is insane. I'm finally paying attention to the chat tonight. I think this stuff is so amusing. Instagram check. Instagram check. I'm just playing. New students don't need to check in with their Instagrams. They ain't gonna give it to me anyway. You know, I just hope y'all studying out there. Studying the Kali Ma system. How all of these Ma words has been in our community and in our culture and in our music. I just hope y'all study, because when we come on about more of this B system, y'all need to be calling in and participating. Y'all see Beyonce with 12 arms just like I see her. Y'all see Jay-Z. I think we broke up the diamond. I think we broke that down like no other. The bandana, the handkerchief, the scarf, what it symbolizes. Why it's all spiritual, dark spiritual, but has spiritual things going on here. That goes spiritual traditions that go all the way back to the old day. Why you think it's something new under the sun? Ain't nothing new under the sun. Sharon Blank say the Most High punished Adam. Eve just happened to be there. Sharon Blanks, what do you mean by that statement there? I would love to hear that one. Could you call in? What do you mean by Adam was punished, Eve just happened to be there? Could you call that in? That sounds pretty smart. I like where you're going with that one. She just happened to be there. That sounds pretty intelligent. Where'd you come up with that? I love to hear that one. Come on, sister. I'll be trying to hear these stories. That sounds logical. She just happened to be there. I agree with you on that one. Come on, sister. Let's get along and let's build upon this remarkable statement you just made. Coffee and Kush TV. I'm so friendly. Come on. Niggas be scared to call me. Trolls be scared to call me, boy. I don't want to play with him no more. So I never be like, bro, call him. Nah, bro. Every time he called, bro, he got everybody laughing at me. Nickel, you don't know that's you. But still, the effect of laughing at me still goes in my soul, bro. I'm tired, bro. Tired. It don't affect him, bro. It don't affect him. He gets more power. He gets more power. More people listen to him. I'm cool. Okay, bro, they be mad as hell. Nothing works, man. Nothing works. Coffee and Kush 423. You on the air?
Hey, Kev, this is Sharon Blanks. I'm calling in.
Oh, that was you that made that remarkable statement, sister?
Yes.
Okay, so Sharon Blanks say the Most High punished Adam. Eve just happened to be there. Go ahead, sister.
He punished Adam because Adam was man, not woman, not female. He punished Adam because of the things that Eve did. And what he knew better because the Most High had already told him what he needed to do. And when she went and told him what to do to eat from the fruit of the tree, and he did it, he knew better. He didn't supposed to do that. And so what happened was when they got sent out of the garden.
Did she know? Did she know not to do it either? He told them both not to eat.
No, she didn't know. He knew. She didn't know.
Oh, she didn't know.
But she was supposed to. She didn't know anything about what was going on. She was just there, and he just made him a helpmate. But he knew. So when she brought it to him, he wasn't supposed to do that. And so when they realized what their nakedness was, what happened was they got kicked out of the Garden of Eden. And when you go into the lost books and you read the lost books, it tells you what happened to them.
Wait a minute, sister. Before we get to the lost book, we're going to go back to the first sentence. Okay? She knew. Not only did she knew, she let Satan entice her, the serpent entice her.
Right, but what I'm saying is the point that I'm trying to make about these women with all the crystals and things like that.
Miss, wait, before you go there to the crystal, I want you to know that she knew.
Okay, well, in the lost books it never said she knew, but
Miss, what lost book? How could you go to the lost book before you get to the word?
No. It's several books out there, and I've been reading all of them. It's the book of Jasher, the book of Jubilees.
Hold on, sister. I didn't say you didn't read them. I didn't say about no lost books being out there. What I'm saying is, sister, you said one thing, but the truth was contrary. No,
the point that I'm trying to make is that the man, they keep talking about women are gods and all this kind of thing. That's not true.
No.
Because
before we get there, that's not what this conversation was about, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead.
The conversation was about whether your statement of whether she knew or not. And
well, that's what I'm saying.
Huh?
She may have known. I don't know, because what I've read, what I'm saying is what I've read.
What you read?
It didn't state. I read the lost books of Adam and Eve.
What, did you read the scripture first?
Yes, I read the scripture.
So if the scriptures say one thing and then you go read something else that's not the same as what he say, doesn't the scripture say don't listen to that if it's contrary to the word?
No, it's not contrary to the word. What I'm saying is it put the pieces of the puzzle together.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Before we put any pieces, ma'am, she knew.
I understand what you're saying, and I'm not doubting that. I'm not disputing your word. That's what I'm saying. I'm not disputing it.
Okay, so
I'm just saying that.
Okay, now we're moving on with your first statement.
Right, I'm not disputing anything.
I just want to let them know I have an entertainment thing that I'm doing, and the chat room is here. I'm just helping them realize that you were wrong. You got a big X on that one, and then now we moving on. All right, let's go to the next one.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not disputing that she didn't know. You know, I'm not saying that.
That's what you said first, Miss. That's what you said first.
No, I said I didn't. I didn't know if she did or not, because it didn't say.
You said.
But what I'm saying
your
is,
statement, ma'am. 1 second, my turn now. What you said was, you said straight up. You typed it in the chat room. You said one thing, which was she did. It was the woman was just there. It was him.
Right.
Then you called in and said she didn't know. Now, I'm telling you, she knew the whole time. Okay.
And I'm not disputing your word. I'm not going to dispute your word on that.
Okay. So
because, like I said, and you're right. She probably did know.
And there's no probably, ma'am. There's no probably.
I'm just saying, Kev, I'm not trying to dispute what you're saying.
But I'm saying there's no probably that she knew.
he punished Adam.
He punished both of
And
them.
he threw, yeah, he did. Because she came secondary to Adam. That's what I'm saying. The man comes first.
Well, you know, he let her convince him, but
Right, he did.
her word
And that's why he got punished.
Yeah, because her word overpowered God's, and we can't allow that.
Right.
Right.
And so the man, and that's just like when you go into the scriptures and you go into you know, with King Solomon and King David.
All right, go ahead.
They were the rulers. But it got twisted up with King Solomon because King Solomon had all these other women, and the Most High told him not to do that because they were harlots.
Foreign women.
And they would
foreign women.
Right. And they would turn him against his God.
Yes, what they do,
and that's
baby.
Exactly what they did.
Yeah, that's what they do today to David's descendant.
Exactly.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
All right, baby.
So
all right.
Right.
David was a player. David had all the girls coming from all around. Man, they wanted that word and they wanted that, you know, that lineage. They want that lineage.
Right. And then when you were on earlier and I looked up,
hold on. David was girl, man. It was like the internet. They used to come from all the way around the world to see David. David had it popping with the word. He was the cool one with the word.
Right, he was. And see, King Solomon ended up being the same way.
That's
right.
But
King Solomon ended up taking it to a whole different level.
Talk to him, sister. What'd he do?
He ended up having all the wives and the concubines and all this, and they were from different races and everything. Like he said, do not go into the strange women. And he went into the strange women.
There you go.
And what he did was he had children by all these strange women.
Had all type of baby mamas.
And it caused conflict and confusion within Israel.
Niggas.
And so what he did was, and it caused a lot of conflict. And so a lot of people, until you start reading and studying the scriptures, that you won't understand what's going on in Israel because the women are the harlots.
Come on, baby.
And they use their bodies and their facial makeup and all these things in order to entice the men.
Of what? Israel?
And we were the men of Israel or whatever man, but see, we were supposed to be set apart people.
We are still set apart. We are apart. Go ahead, Queen. Go ahead,
and
sister.
we were supposed not to go into all these strange people. That's when they start talking about in Proverbs the strange women.
That's right.
And in the book of Ezra, you go into strange women. Then even Judah did the same thing with Tamar. He did the same thing, but he did it unknowingly.
Yeah, he did it unknowingly. Like we didn't know. I was just about to say I ain't find all this out till I went to jail. And you know, God is good. Go ahead, Carol.
Yeah,
I'm just saying this is history repeat itself, and y'all don't even be knowing. Like you got to realize this stuff still exists with Israel to this day. These things is still identifiable traits and remnants of these people. If you just wake up, go ahead.
Exactly. So that's why the Most High told them. Esau ended up going into marrying a Canaanite woman. That was forbidden back then.
That's an African woman.
Right.
Oh,
and so he wasn't supposed to do that. But Jacob ended up marrying in the lineage that he's supposed to marry in. Because his mother sent him to her brother's daughters. And so that's why we ended up being, because he changed Jacob's name to Israel. And that's why we end up,
it was like his own lineage, his own people back within itself, because all the seeds, I think, was getting corrupt. Not corrupt, but other nations. Go ahead, Queen.
Right. We weren't supposed to be corrupt, and we weren't supposed to bring all this into the nation of Israel. But they started worshiping other idols, and they wanted all these. They wasn't satisfied with the Most High and what he was doing for them. So what he did was he let them have a king, which he brought in King David. He started giving Israel everything that they wanted, but then they still weren't satisfied. They wanted to do what the other nations were doing.
What they was doing.
So, right.
What they was doing, sister, tell us what the other
They
nations.
was worshiping other idols and other gods and all these things.
like they do now.
Right. Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
And so therefore, that's why we end up being in the situation that we're in, because of the fact that we wasn't supposed to be coinciding with all these people.
So we supposed to be a people unto himself, so we don't corrupt ourselves.
Exactly. When you go into the Bible study book and you type in the harlot, and it tells you that the fathers were supposed to continue to keep their daughters safe because they wasn't supposed to let them become harlots.
Oh, like whores of the nations, of other men.
Exactly.
Nations. Oh my goodness.
Right. And so that's why when I was listening earlier, and I was listening to the young lady that was talking, and I was like, oh my goodness, she really needs to get in the Word and start studying, because what she's talking about, it was just all off the level for me. And
so you heard that? That's been on your mind probably for the last 2-3 hours listening to that stuff.
Right. It was. And when I went into my study Bible and I looked up harlot, and it started and then when I went on down to read, it was saying something about, I got to go back and look at it, because during that time I was listening to you, and I was trying to read it all at the same time. But it did go back to India, because they said the harlot god is still in the temple of India.
Where is that in the Bible?
It was when I typed in the study. Well, I got a study Bible.
Oh my goodness!
That I download on my phone.
So Kev Gills is oh man, and it goes back. That's what it said in your concordance.
Not in the concordance,
like a study Bible.
Right, and then you can just type in whatever words you want. And so I typed in harlot when I was listening to you earlier. And when I typed in the harlot, it said that the one that God that they still worship is still in the temple of India.
Oh my goodness, still in the temple. They didn't want to tell you the name because Kev Gills, they didn't want to say. But Kev Gills already told Israel who that is and the beast system is. So it is in the temple of India. The harlot is there. And I've exposed that. Right.
So it's in there, but you just gotta. I've been studying for 5 years, because I've been in the truth for 5 years to realize what's going on this earth. And I listen every day. I be looking for you to come on, because I was like, well, Kel's doing it in a different way from the other videos that I watch. But I still watch my other videos.
Of course.
And I was like, well, yeah, but I like to watch your videos too, because you tell me about the earthly things and I can look it up, because I'm always going to research something to make sure that this is what, I'm getting the most, that I can understand what's being said and where it's coming from. And so when I did look up harlot, because when she called in, that's the first thing I thought about, because she says, do not put any other gods or idols before me.
That's right.
So when you calling your own self a god, it's something wrong with that picture with me, because I've been studying for a long time. And I was like, nah, I got to look this up, because I got to see what they talking about. So when I looked it up, and it's somewhere in Proverbs, I can't remember the exact verse, where they talk about the woman that stands on the street at night and lures you into her bedroom.
I read that.
Yeah.
And how the man who finds you in his house ain't going to have no mercy on you if he catch you there. This woman don't lure you to your own death.
Right.
And she gonna be wearing perfume on the street corner, makeup. She gonna be. I got it. 'Cause I remember. I'm trying to find. Yes, ma'am. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's in Proverbs.
That's
I can't
right.
remember exactly which verse it
Now
is,
hold
but
on.
it's in
Somebody in the
Proverbs.
chat room, Michael Steverson said, "Why, Kev? Why you ain't never quoted nothing inside the Bible?" And it just so happened while you was talking, young lady, didn't I just verify that by you? You know it's in there in Proverbs, right?
Right. Yes.
So do I. Go ahead, sister.
Yes, it is. And so I just wanted to call in because I normally don't call in. I just normally listen because that's how I learn. But, knowing the things that I know, I just had to call in and speak about that because that was just something that I was like, oh, no, somebody needs to tell her something because that's not. Now, when we were the chosen, well, we still are the chosen, but back in the day before Deuteronomy 28, when the Most High was blessing us, we were connected to the universe because that's how we knew when our feast days were coming about, when the winter was changing and all those things like that. But you can't connect yourself and say that, okay, I'm a part of the ocean, the trees and this and that. You be a part of, because when you read in the book of Enoch, angels have a role in everything that goes on this earth, all the way down to the dew in the morning. So you just pray and get yourself together and ask the Most High to redeem you from whatever it is that you're going through and let it be. But I just wanted to call in. I'm not going to hold you up or anything like that, but I just wanted to say that, I wasn't trying to say that, he did not know or what anything. My point was to get to man is the provider.
I know what you mean. What you're really going is man has a duty and a responsibility, and God put the word into him and to control that situation. And I understand exactly. I know what you mean, sister. But I'm the great debater. I need somebody to challenge him. I need something. Give me some action, baby.
Right. I mean, that's what I'm saying. And see, that's the thing about it, because when the fallen angels came down, at that point, we were women that the Most High wanted us to keep our head covered and our beauty covered because of the fact that that's what he didn't want them to do. He didn't want them to look at us with love.
That's right.
And so now when you putting on all this weave and makeup and all this stuff, you are considered a harlot because you're trying to entice somebody. Mm-hmm. Be yourself.
And they said the fallen angels are the ones who taught war, and they taught the women how to wear makeup and earrings and stuff like that too. I was like, wow, it all started to make. It's all like starting to click on a certain level where it's like, wow, like I can see how you can put these adornments on yourself and automatically become who you think you are. Go ahead, Queen.
Exactly, because when you read the book of Enoch, he tells you who the fallen angels are, and plus he tells you everything that they taught man. They taught the sorcery, they taught the witchcraft, they taught the makeup, they taught them all the things that was due to wickedness. And so, you're not supposed to be glamorizing yourself like that when you're a part of the Most High, because you're trying to entice the men, and that's not what he wants you to do. He's going to send you whoever you need to be, who's going to be compatible with you.
That's true. That is so true. You don't need to be out here batting your eyes. You got to do all that. Hey, how you doing? All up in other people's face. Nah, you don't need to be, watch out. You got to be careful out here.
Right. So and see, I got locks on my hair, but when I go out, I tie my hair up, and I never wore a whole lot of makeup anyway, even in my younger days, but I don't wear a whole lot of makeup and things like that. I don't try to entice, but it's just the point of the matter. You set an example. You let your light shine.
That's right.
And then once your light shine, people will start looking at you and they'll be like, wow.
That's right.
I didn't think that a person could look so beautiful just being herself.
Oh, wow, you're so right.
But I'm not going to hold you up because where I'm at, I'm on the east side of the country. So it's like going on 12 o'clock.
Thank you, sister. Thank you, Queen. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So I'm going to finish listening to the show.
574, you're on the air. What up? Area code 574. If you're there, hey, what's up? Excellent call, fam. That was a good call. It was a good sport there. You know? I like that. I like for women to talk like that. Like, oh, okay. You know, we trying to find ourselves here. You know, we really are. We're trying to find ourselves. Like, hey, what's up, champ? 574, you on the air? What up?
What's up, Kev?
What's up, champ?
Hey, bro. Look up John Locke. JOHNLOCKE. He made schools for kids to prepare them for government.
Okay.
John Locke.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Hey, you should change your title too.
You gotta fix your microphone, brother. Feel me? You'll be all right, G. Y'all see that? He have a problem, you know. Something in his heart want to cause him to call in, and that happened to him. That's what his spirit ain't right. That's all right. Something wrong with his spirit. Something wrong with his frequency level. If their energy ain't right, their phone ain't right, ain't nothing gonna be right. It's all gonna be off. Everything they say, you know, we gonna bound their lips. I'm gonna make sure that all you demonic people, I hope y'all lips are bound when you speak, and I hope you stumble and fumble upon your words to identify how snakish you are. You're gonna be like hubbity 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 this one and that one. That's what you're gonna say. You're gonna want to say your favorite lie, and you're gonna be like, and this one and that one. Oh, you gonna just fuck up. I pray that happened to your dumb ass tonight. Coffee and Kush. You sound the dumbest you ever gonna sound. I hope this caller is number one. Coffee and Kush TV. You're on the air.
Yeah, bro, that's my fault, bro. I got a brain injury, bro, because I was hit by a school bus. Because they set me up like when I was a kid.
All right.
The government set me up, bro.
All right.
John Locke, though, bro. Look up John Locke.
All right. Got hit by a bus. Gee. Coffee and Kush TV back. Sheesh, that man got a cold lump on his shit. Got a cold one. And they gonna need the ice pack. Cold one for that one. That nigga still got an ice pack. Like, what happened? When I was 5, I was hanging out. The school bus driver told me to stop playing in the window. It did. We was on the freeway, and I woke up in the hospital. I wouldn't stay out the window. Lord have mercy. Hey, Victoria, shout out to you in the chat room. You feel me? If I like talking about this Kalima system. You feel me? All of everybody is gone. Alexis Taylor, what's up with you, Alexis? My favorite sidekick is somewhere around you. My favorite, I know you're going to say, I ain't no sidekick here, but you know what I mean. Somebody who's spiritually in tune. Gotta use the right words around chia. I want one of my frenemies to call, like Sachetta. Y'all told him I've been looking for him for a few days now. I'm going on day number 5. You feel me? Day number 5. Coffee and Kush TV. Next caller, 424-209-9506. I'm not wasting no time, man. I'm going to make sure we call in on this show. We participate on this show. And people don't donate to my super chat for nothing. You're going to either donate, super chat, or call in, become a part of. And like I said, everybody down with the road going to be verified. Y'all going to have to call in. It's almost going to be a must. I'm telling you, I don't want to get off the air, but if I got to, I do some good Netflix on. You know what I mean? I can be doing something utterly important here. Let me see. I'm trying to find y'all something. But again, I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it. I've been looking for this one photo for a while, and I can find it when I'm not online, but when I'm online, I can't find the damn thing. It's absurd. Let's see. Wait, let me see who in the chat room. I was gonna do a giveaway, but I'm not. I'm gonna wait till the morning, and I'm gonna make sure the people on my Patreon get the first giveaways on my channel. I'm gonna get a spinning wheel and all that. I've been working on the spinning wheel. I got a lot of new things that's gonna be on this channel. A lot of giveaways for my Patreon users. If you're not on my Patreon, don't think you taking part in my giveaway, getting free stuff. That's what's not happening. Kev Rowe. That's what's not happening. So make sure y'all got y'all P.O. boxes, because I'm getting mine. A lot of giveaways coming. Kev Rowe merchandise and other things, but mainly just merchandise and a few other things. But somebody's really helping me out and putting a mind frame in and helping me come up with more ideas and things of that nature, because it's tough when it's just one person. It's so tough. You feel me? Kev Rowe. You always need that one person that's gonna help you out a little bit, at least come up with some ideas. Damn. Niggas be like, Kev, man, when you gonna do this? I'm like, when you help me? Shit. When you help me? 717 Kev Rowe, live discussion. What's happening?
Hey, Kev, this is TT.
Oh, what's up, TT?
Nothing. You know, I worked in cosmetics for years, like ever since I was like young. Like I grew up, like I was born in the 70s. And like back then we had like magazines for teens, you know, like 17 and like for girls. And they would tell you like how to care for your hair, you know, how to wear lip gloss or whatever. So I looked up makeup, like my parents, like when I started elementary school, my mom bought me a set of encyclopedias and Webster's dictionary. That is a really good dictionary to have, and a Rosé thesaurus. And she was like all excited. Not, you know, I was like typical preteen girl when you're starting to like want to wear like makeup and stuff like that, or your little Bonnie Bell lip gloss. And I was just like, she got me encyclopedias. So I was just kind of like, wah, 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 wah. You know, like I wanted like a Benetton sweater or something. But I looked up cosmetics in the encyclopedia, but it was like it came up toilet, like an Egyptian toilet, and that was the picture. And that's like where the word toiletries comes from.
Oh my goodness.
So like, I don't know, I forgot that. I thought it was so interesting. So like, what is in the toiletry was the cosmetics. Like they had, like, and the pharaohs had it. So that's where the throne comes from
So
too.
is it representation of smearing shit on your face or something?
But, yeah,
I
you
don't
know how the people
understand.
say like
It's a toilet.
call the toilet the throne. That's because in the encyclopedia, when you looked up cosmetics, it took you to toilet, which is where the word toiletry comes from. But what the toilet was like a throne, like the pharaoh's throne, and inside that lid of the seat was where they kept the cosmetics, the toiletries. So you see what I'm saying? That and it's so crazy because it's like I've known and seen this stuff for years, but it's like all coming together now. But they've been grooming us for a long time because, like, you know, I'm 50. So, like, when we were like younger, like, there's always like horoscopes and is anybody older remember, like, in women's magazine, there's always like horoscopes and stuff like that. And it's just crazy. And just like the words like glamour, like diva, like they always had those words in magazines to describe style. But those are actually spells. Like a glamour is to like fool an onlooker, like to create this
false
image.
Perception to fool the onlooker. And what is a diva?
Yeah, I just saw when you hold up like diva, you know, they're always like diva is a word you always see, like when they're describing people in Hollywood or singers, which is another spell, like divas, like sirens. Sirens, like siren spells.
Okay, now a lot of people don't know what a siren is. Shout out to Essence in the chat room, donating $10 to the super chat. A lot of people don't know what a siren is and how that relates to a great singer who can lure you into. Go ahead, go break it down.
They like sirens. I guess that's that mermaid stuff. They were the sirens are in the ocean, and they had these voices that had these they could reach these
notes,
like high octaves, like Mariah Carey.
That's right.
And
that's right. Go ahead.
They would entrap the sailors, and it would get in their heads and make them crash into the rocks. It would literally throw them off course, like throw them off their path.
I'm
just like, this is crazy. And it's like stuff you see every day. And it's just like, wow.
They used to have sirens. They used to talk about sirens in the desert as well. And to lure men off the course, and they'll be at the abyss thinking they just chasing women, and to throw them off course too.
Yeah. And you know, with the collie thing, like when I was younger, I am thinking back on it now, they really were pushing that whole occult stuff, because like I remember like watching like the Saturday matinees, they would have like Creature Double Feature like on regular program TV, like before we had cable. And I remember watching like Sinbad, like The Voyage of Sinbad. Anybody remember those films? Like Sinbad in the Seven Seas, and they would have like the sirens in there throwing him off course. And I'll never forget, like one of the scenes that I always remembered as a kid because it scared the crap out of me was it was a sorcerer that was trying to thwart Sinbad from his journey. So he was sending like all these obstacles in his way, and there were sirens was one of them. And then the other one, like he was like in a tomb, and it was the sorcerer made the Kali statue was in one of the tombs. Like they sent Sinbad on this mission, like this bullcrap mission to get this thing. And when he finally got to the tomb where the treasure was, it was like a Kali statue in there. And the magician made that Kali statue move and do the dance. And I just always remember all this.
Yeah, I saw a clip of that. I played a clip of that at the show. I also got another movie that's on YouTube that's dealing with the Thuggy and the Kali and a few other things. There's a free movie on YouTube. It's made in the 1970s, and Puerto Rican said it's going to be good for tomorrow. Good movie day, movie night, and I'd love to get that movie as well. But yeah, I seen a clip where they brought the Kali out and it came down and did a dance.
Yep. And it's just like now too, like I look at, like when we were younger, we were like all happy to get our little Bonnie Bell lipstick, lip gloss or stuff now, but like what they're marketing to these kids today, it's just crazy. Like you look on Instagram and it's like it's just like all them layers of makeup. Like they have, like you're a natural woman, you do not need like contour and all that stuff. Like you're a man. They literally have women looking like drag queens now. So like you can't tell the difference now anymore.
I can't argue with that.
You know, it's like ridiculous.
Yeah, but that's up for us to keep breaking it down and keep calling it in with that type of information. You absolutely right with words, the glamour words, and a glamorous diva, and just watching how people transform. You know, it's one thing to get dressed up and we do our thing. It's beautiful and we be handsome,
like
fellas.
But like clean and stuff. But
yeah, before it to be a daily,
something else.
Yeah, but this is for you to want to go through this transformation 24/7. You just become this master diva and stuff, and you really just doing this for your own sake and trying to lure, just like all the time, lure men into whatever. So we'll get to it. Being natural a lot of the times is pretty good.
Like I went to art school and I worked, that was my job. I was a cosmetics manager for years, and I was a freelance makeup artist and professional makeup artist. But you know, it's like even like there's like no reason to wear all that like every day. I never, even though I worked in cosmetics all those years, I never wore all that crap. Like it's just not that.
It's not that serious. But thank you for the call, ma'am. Thank you for the call. That exceeds my show today, and hopefully,
all right.
I'm already been on here for an hour. Thank you, TT.
Thanks.
Yes,
I wanted to tell you too, for podcasts, there's it's called Anchor. It's called the Anchor app, and the app is free. I think you just like put in your podcast that you use Anchor, so you can earn money from it, and you can upload to Anchor, and it'll make your podcast so that you can upload it to like Spotify. So you don't need you can do that yourself.
Oh, thank you, TT. I know you know all this stuff. Thank you. Talk to me in the background. I got you.
All right.
Thank you. I love when TT come on. She always got some information. She be hearing me say stuff. She just like, look, you can do it like this. I love that. I love when people are listening and they can just direct you in a direct way. With a few words. Anybody else got a whatever? 424-209-9506. Any of my Jezebels out there want to call it in? Now is the time. Now is the time. My little Jezebels out there want to throw me off my mark, trying to distract me. They be coming all up in here and they feelings, huh, Tiffany? Huh, Tiffany? Where everybody be in their feelings for? Kevro. Man, they feelings for. They come in here in they feelings. They come in this motherfucker in they damn feel. I hate that shit. Saying little slick shit. I love motherfuckers who say little slick shit. 229, you on the air? What up?
Y'all just blocked me in the chat. My name James Barnes, man.
Oh, what happened?
Why y'all go block? I was talking to Dr. Sebi Jr. cause nigga, I'm a food tester, secret shopper. I was actually commenting on subject with what she said. I had to go back and look in the chat and see. But if you look at James Barnes, look at the comments of what I said right before y'all blocked me.
Well, why? What? You on the air now?
Because
so what's up?
Okay, well, she was talking about the sirens, right? What I said was, remember Homer in the Iliad, the story of Homer, and the whole gods being destroyed and all that kind of shit. The whole story is they went in the island and the witches did the magic on them and seduced them with the singing. But I was talking about R. Kelly being the paid piper.
The Pied Piper.
And this is a sacred. Huh?
The Pied Piper?
Yeah, the Pied Piper is really the paid piper.
The paid piper. Go ahead.
And that is the sex slave of the Illuminati. The more that they have, the slave that wears the same clothes as the slave master, he actually wears the slave master's shoes for him and breaks in his high heels and then gives them to the Napoleon or whatever. The Napoleon and the rich people, they can't wear the brand new shoes. They have to get broken in by their slaves. So that's the paid piper who goes to town and he has nice clothes. He's got all this and he could steal your soul because you think he's an honest, good person, but really he's an Illuminati slave.
He's a slave. He's a slave. He works for his master.
Exactly. So somebody like myself chose to just quit my job. I said, look, fuck you, Amway, fuck you, Sprite and Coca-Cola.
Wait. Watch the language.
Excuse me. It's late at night. Let's say it in layman's terms or modern English. I said, I'm going to quit. And I lied to them. I said, I'm bored. I'm going to quit. I didn't want to bring any alarms to myself. I said, I'm going to quit. And they was like, oh, snap. Nobody ever quit. Like everybody takes our products and they sell them and they act like they got all this clout and they're pushing this, they're pushing that. If you join that network of whatever it is that girl just told you about, you can make some money, but everything you talk about, they're going to make money off the advertisements and you can sell poison, not even knowing it. You got to go back and watch your videos and watch the commercials once you go and do all of that video.
Wait a minute.
You seeing it?
Oh, hold on. No, you off in a whole nother lane. You gotta stay focused on one thing. You can't go off into what the other lady was just telling me about. That's a whole nother subject. You called in talking about.
I was actually speaking on the same thing that she was speaking about. But y'all, it's coming from the bird's eye view. It's coming from so high up that y'all not seeing what I'm saying. Like you talked about R. Kelly and all that stuff in your recent videos. I watched it, right? Okay. So what I'm telling you is R. Kelly told y'all he was the Pied Piper, right? He's telling you that he's in the Kali Ma cult. He is a slave. So if he's telling you, yo, I got this money from the devil, pretty much, or Frank Sinatra, what's his name? Sammy Davis Jr. said he worshiped the devil. Okay. And he did a movie called Poor Devil. This goes back to your subject of the Kali Ma spirit and all that. Certain people will come up to you and just be like, yo, I did a deal with the devil. James Brown did a movie about it. And it's you have to either You have to either trick the devil or be the spook, or you have to be a demon slave, like the Kalima slave. You have to either be a child of God or.
So how do you trick the devil?
Ooh, that's hard. That you gotta do everything in your power. You gotta pray and all that shit. I ain't been reading my Bible as much. I'm gonna be honest, but I'm gonna just tell you, it's really hard. But you gotta do it. You could do it.
But if you
the devil ain't got no power. God got all the power. So, for example, I'll break it down real basic.
So why don't you get in your word?
I'm gonna answer your question. For example, like Jesus went in the desert and Satan tempted him and was like, I'll give you some whatever. And Jesus was like, that's GMO. I don't need to eat. God, I didn't studied and prayed with God long enough to see that I can go 5 days and 10 days without eating. And then it's just day 2. So you ain't got no power, devil. And the devil that's how simple it is when you a child of God. And I made it pretty plain for you. I know you live right now. I'm not going to go too far in.
So, no, you can go far in. You can go far.
Okay. For Dr. Sabi was starved in jail. I was starved in jail. Why did we make it out? Because like a child of God, I was eating the food of the Garden of Eden, and I stored enough energy in my body to prepare to be tortured. I was like, I'm going to eat a bunch of this healthy, real healthy food, not the fake healthy shit. And I'm going to let them torture me. And I fasted and I didn't die. And I was laughing at them. And I was like, God is good. You know what I mean? It's like that. Like, I didn't have to snitch on nobody. I didn't have to be what's his name, shitty cuz. I didn't have to shoot nobody. I didn't have to be no informant. They had to let me out of jail. They had to let me out of jail. Just like the saints would testify with Jesus and they got out of jail. I got right out. I started healing the people in jail, the doctors. I'm like, no, I made a health website. You can pull up my website and you can heal your grandma. They was like, oh, we got to get him out.
Sir.
That's the only way you could trick the devil.
Oh, now wait a minute. Is to get in your word. Now, you're not tricking the devil. That's how you combat the devil. But what I want you to know is, if you don't, so you must be Jesus.
I heard you talking to somebody about this. And if you know me, you know that I am of what the Bible creates. And there are some people in Revelations that do the same miracles as Jesus. So as a joke, I walk up to people who don't know what we talking about, and I'll be like, man, I'm Jesus. I can't even explain it to y'all. Because they didn't read the Bible, but the Bible says in the end days, some people will come and do the same miracles as Jesus, and they're going to do everything like Jesus, and they're going to kill them just like Jesus, and they're going to come back from the dead. And I did that already. Right. I did that already.
Where are you from?
So God is good.
Now, wait a minute. God is good. Nationality?
I'm Blackfoot Indian Cherokee, and on my family tree it says we are free slaves, and it says we came from some Cherokee Native Americans. And just a one side note, my family was black real Masons. We actually made bricks and made a black millionaire type family in the Black Wall Street type time. And the Ku Klux Klan shut down.
Ain't Dr. Sabi your father?
No. Dr. Sabi is not my family. I know his family. I was trying to marry his daughter. People thought I was his kid. They started calling me that. But my family, the Ku Klux Klan shut down my family and made us stop our whole brick.
Wait. All right.
You heard what I just said, man. I'm still mad about that.
No, wait. Sir.
Malcolm X. Remember what happened to Malcolm X? The Ku Klux Klan came to his house when he was a little kid and told his dad, look, you're going to do that. That same thing happened to my family. And my family was like, look, we about to move. We about to go join the army. We're going to go to school. We're going to be teachers. We're going to be Masons. And my family my grandfather raised me. He was a black Mason, but he told me never to join. And he told me never to read the book. So like yourself, I'm not in that contract with the Kalima. I never joined the Masons. You see where I'm coming from? I got y'all. I got y'all, man. I got y'all. Dr. Sebi kids was playing. Some of them was playing. I got y'all. This is my birthday and this motherfucker. They don't know. I ain't gonna say too much. I ain't gonna say too much.
Oh my God.
I got y'all back, man. I love y'all, man. I love y'all. Told them white folk, fuck you. What Nip said, gotta pay me more money. Gotta pay me more money. Charge more. Keep run your price up. You know how much I charge some people? $1 million a day.
For what?
When they put me in jail, I wrote the judge a receipt. I said, you owe me $1 million a day.
This sound like Killer Mike. This sound like Killer Mike, man. This sound like one.
Nah, man, this ain't no guy. Man, Killer Mike need to go vegan. I'm so sad that nigga ain't vegan or something. That nigga too fat, man. He need to get a dietitian. But I just exposed Serena Williams, chef. So we're not gonna get off topic with the show. No. But I just exposed Serena Williams, chef.
Now let's get off topic.
That's the Kalima goddess. That's the black woman superhero that they put on every magazine that everybody loved, but ended up marrying a white man. I'm not gonna go too far, bro, because your video actually coincides with my video that I made that I ain't even posted yet. So we just on time like that.
What's your video?
My video was talking about how the women like Cardi B.
Where is that?
I didn't post it yet because I didn't even have time to post it. I was about to post it, but I watched your video and I'm like, dang, we talking about the same thing. I'm talking about how Cardi B, like you got to show a kid the old Cardi B and the new Cardi B and be like, yo, this ain't the same person. This person that did a lot of stuff. Now this person telling you to vote. Can they even read a bill?
That's what Killer Mike does.
Or a law.
You sound like a Democrat. Huh? You did this, Killer Mike. What you?
No. When I will be honest, I didn't know about politics. I was on some black hippie. I was on some black hippie shit. I didn't know about politics. I thought Obama was gonna help us, and I got fooled.
Killer Mike.
Luckily,
what is you doing?
This ain't no fucking Killer Mike. This is the real Killer Mike. Goddamn, the real Mikey. He likes it. The food tester. This is the real Mike. The real black millionaire who didn't sell y'all out.
This is you, Killer Mike, the one who was going for Bernie Sanders.
No, I don't even know. Listen, bro, real talk, man.
Where the money at?
Real talk, dog.
Where the money at, nigga? Why you give that niggas $1 billion? What the hell is you getting boys $1 billion for? See, I was waiting for you.
I can tell you some shit. I can tell you what I know. But I don't know nothing about that shit.
Why y'all give them niggas $1 billion and let them get away? I knew that was your snagger too fast.
Listen, bro, I don't know about politics. Thank you. Y'all have been teaching me. I'm being honest with you. Thank you, brother. I did not understand all this politics stuff. I do not vote. I'm not registered to vote.
Y'all better come get y'all.
I learned about the electoral college when I was like 20. And I just said, nah, I don't even understand this. I'm going to stay away from it. You know? So me, I'm just learning. Now I'm with y'all. I'm really with y'all. I'm riding with y'all.
You been with us. You better stay over here.
I just didn't know it. I didn't know it.
Because you raised $1 billion for them. Now you need to raise $1 billion for me.
We gonna do it, bro. You gotta holler at me. Hey, what else we gotta talk about for the people? We want some Dr. Sebi cures.
No,
I'm giving out cures every day on YouTube.
We don't want no cure. We're not taking no
man,
cure.
what we need. You know what my video also. Hey, can I give you this? Because you asked me a real question.
No, wait a minute. Wait a minute, big man. We need to fight against the Democrats.
Okay.
That's it.
No more Sprite or Coca-Cola. Drake, and all them LeBron. No more Sprite and Coca-Cola. That shit was killing me.
But that's
boom.
Well,
boom. That's big.
I saw you on that bike.
That was my cousin. My cousin fell, and now I gotta help him heal. And we need to build this spaceship to heal him because he done fucked up.
You better stop smoking that weed. They don't smoke weed.
I'm smoking Jesus, dog. Yeah, hey, for real, I want to talk about what my video was about for one more second.
I want to talk about that video. Get your retarded fat ass up out of here. Oh, Snaggertooth. They tried to change the subject. You seen them, huh? What? Oh no. Oh, gee, that nigga. I told y'all I'ma pray that we gonna bound their lips up, and what's the words they was gonna say? Huh? Hour. Nah. Wazoo. I told you. Press 1. I told you. You feel me? Tell it to my little shorty out there watching. I told you. You gotta say nothing. It's just natural, baby. It's Kevin. It ain't even called natural no more. That shit is called Kevin. And what we gonna do, nigga? We got them boy. We got the police fraternity watching. We got the Mason brothers watching. We got the FOI watching. We got the NOI watching. We got the president of the United States watching. This fool, he's smoking Jesus. Why? Because he's a communist. He's an antichrist. Don't worry about it. Didn't phase. Bacon back. McRib. He lost his senses a little bit. It's supposed to be offensive, but it's only just them. That's there for distraction. I just was trying to get a glimpse on who he was. And the only face that molded out to me was a Snaggertooth rat bastard like South Park. Remember Fat Bastard? Something wrong with him. He don't know coffee and cushion. He don't know the fraud department. They just be spinning. They just be playing, you know. But at the same time, it just shows that your favorite YouTubers, your favorite rappers, your favorite politicians watch coffee and they want to know how we do it. They want to know how we do it. Coffee and Kush TV. We on the air. I gotta get up out of here. I gotta get up out of here. You know, they ain't got nothing else to do. They not doing nothing tonight. That's what I realized about Coffee and Kush TV late night with the roll. They not doing nothing. They're not doing nothing tonight. They have no substance. The Democrats don't got nothing to do but do Democrat shit. Press 1. You see how far in DTS he is? Man, these people got multiple personality disorder. You see how I was trying to talk to one personality, he switched to the other one? One motherfucking personality was a weight trainer and the other one was a diabetic? I'm talking to one, hey, come back here. The other one tapped me on the shoulder. That ass, what? And before I can get a word out, this motherfucker done shapeshifted into another being. DTS. You saw how he was eating that sausage? Y'all heard him? He was breathing all hard. I thought he had a coronavirus mask on. He was... No, I don't want to know. As soon as I start talking about Killer Mike, boy, he fucked up. I'm a politician. I know some things. I will this one. Cardi B talk politics. Yeah, we leave Cardi out of this one. Candace is handling her right now. You see this punk? Press 1. Candace Owens is handling her. Killer Mike run. You see this, family? Do you see this? Cardi B versus Candace Owens. Cam Gills versus Killer Mike. Killer Mike run. At least she fought back. Killer Mike. Go man, eat a burger, man. Smoking on a Jesus pack. He just get blasphemous. He just gotta find an exit. Desperate. Can't really run. Diabetic. He still wore them low socks with the 3 stripes on them. The low ones with the 2 stripes. Just slouching. ankles just overlapping the sock, just slouchy sock. Big old calf muscles. Calf muscles so swole, you can see the pores. You can see the black pores of his hairs. It's even playing on my phone. Big old southern, big old porcupine playing on my phone, thinking them little Arkansas, them little Alabama jokes is gonna work over here. I don't know who put you up to that, young big man. That's a big boy right there. Did y'all see his Netflix series where he was eating with his hands? He was eating food with his hands. He got big old sausage fingers, big old Green Mile hands. He was holding that cornbread, and that black lady looked at him. He said, "That's how we eat where we from." I said, "This is a big slop." Playing on my phone. The white man he was with was like, damn. The old lady was like, damn. I'm like, damn. He just eat with his hands. He taking a, guess what he doing, y'all? He taking a cornbread and using that to soak up the greens, the sauce from the greens. You know how the greens be leaving liquid behind? He take the fucking cornbread and take his whole fucking hand and smudge it into the bucket. The whole fucking cornbread is soggy. He's just eating it. The cornbread dots all over his hand. You know I'm telling the truth, how I'm describing it. You type of shit you sit up there just mad at. What are you doing? Embarrassing us on this damn TV. I can press stop and fast forward, but I'm just embarrassed. Then he ride off on a bicycle to his next stop, political stop. No one, he don't ride bikes. Legs and knees all spread apart. Handlebars wiggling and shit. Nah, bro. Yeah, bro. That pot liquor. Y'all feel me? So y'all know what it is. He just smudged it in there, just eating it. You just have a drink, bro. Yeah. He remind me of one of them little walruses. He remind me of a walrus. I don't know why. Of the walrus demon. We gonna call all the demons. He's a walrus creature. Sea creature. You know how they got the big teeth? Only thing they know how to do is this shit. And flop their big asses into the water. They just get over on the couch, roll on the floor, get on the couch, get on the ice, get back in the water. Get on the ice, get back in. I'll be in there watching the National Geographic. Can we turn this shit? Put on the Lions or some shit? Get on the fucking couch, get off the couch. I'll be playing on my YouTube page. I sound like that uncle that's just complaining. All this nigga do is to get on the couch and get off the couch. Move? Nigga don't move no way. Just get off the couch and get back on that motherfucker. Woo. Same patterns. You know where he going. Straight up walrus. Tiny walrus from the set. You know he coming. Cuz gonna go outside and gangbang today in them big ass, wide ass shoes. You know he waddling. They like, oh, cuz here come Fat Walrus. Cuz here come Fat, what's his name? Fat Mike. Cuz Fat Mike. What's up, fellas? Let me get some of them. What's up, fellas? That nigga, you turn around, you try to hide your Skittles. This nigga got his both hands out. Nigga, you better put both them hands down, nigga. This is Skittles, nigga. You open up one hand. Matter of fact, here, bro. Hell no. You get what come out this hand. You ain't getting none of this bag. Get that nigga a bag of Skittles, cuz you gonna get a third back. Cut a whole hand full of them. Nah, I'm cool. You know, when you get that big, man, it's time to just go ahead and just go ahead and think of a plan. Time to start. Y'all can't be running for office and don't know how to run a lap or a mile. Y'all can't be out here saying what you can do for people when you eat without forks and spoons. You feel me? Oh, mama. I can't do it. I'll be embarrassed to tell him. Oh, he said his whole family is Masons. Y'all heard that? He didn't know how to say. What's up with these people, man? They just got to tell me the true family. We just had Jesus. That was the Jesus, right? He just had to tell me the truth. We all Masons, man. What's wrong with them? What's wrong with them, TT? I'm that one you gotta tell. Like, hey man, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I'm police. This one nigga we can't lie to. Kev, we might as well just go ahead and tell you, my nigga. We all the police, bro. What? Are y'all? That's fucked up. Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. I bound his tongue, though, beloved. That's how you gotta do. I'm trying to tell y'all, you gotta bound their tongue up so that they are confused. That's how you set any tongue come against this truth and want to deceive. May God bound his tongue up, and he used words like what, y'all? Say it with me. Our. Man, and things of this notion. See how I did that? It's Jesus' day. And so it was. I hit him low too. Our. Sir, devil number 2. That's one devil for you, right? We got the demons out tonight, nigga. Coffee and Kush TV, you're the air.
Hey, bro, it's that their goal is power and dissolution.
The goal.
That's what college is.
Go ahead. What is it?
Power and dissolution. This moolah.
Young moolah, baby. I feel like when they do this, I feel like Miss Cleo. You feel me? Like I know something they don't. They trying to figure me out. I already know who they is. They be trying to figure out shit, and I'm trying to like tell them like, I see you, nigga. Y'all don't know this shit like a movie. When I turn this damn, gonna be like, damn, nigga, what's wrong with y'all? I never had so much fun. My girl be like, what you doing? I'm in the trolls. Shit, I have to go live. They miss me. Press 1. I be loving that shit. Did you hear what this troll said? My golly. Y'all real to me. The trolls. You hear what this motherfucker said? I'll be at the house like, but Tiffany's a rider though. Tiffany be riding for me. Press 1. Y'all don't know. I really be holding it down for y'all, TT. I be holding it down. Y'all think I play this shit. I love this shit. I got 3 shows and we come. I can't wait till Box. I can't wait till Earl Spence and Danny Garcia. I just can't wait for all of these different things to open up. You feel me? I can't wait to work with Filthy Frank. We're going to have a live stream. He going to be able to come over every morning and ring the doorbell anytime he likes. Enter the show with his old ass and say the most outlandish shit. And I can't wait for this. He doesn't know I planned all this, but I'm going to let him know he's on the show. He's on the show. He is now no longer Sonetter. He is Kev Rowe. Sonetter Studio is now under the power and authority of Kev Rowe. And that's all they got to say. Press what? We are now under the rulership and we going into captivity. And they shall go back into captivity. We shall reign over Esau. Call Sonetta's Esau for real. Coffee and Kush TV, Los Angeles, you on the air. What up?
What it do, Care?
Enjoying. Smoke one. What's up?
Yeah. I had sent you some videos, bro.
Who is this?
This Drake. Motivated Drake.
You sent me some videos on where?
On Russell Means sitting it was some type of hearing. And he was giving I think it was like his testimony in front of like John McCain and all that. I don't know if that's the Senate, if that was the Senate or what, but I sent you a video on it. You know, he was talking about how, you know, the Indians, you know, the treaties between the Indians and the United States, the court, you know what I mean? Everything has been basically you know, trashed or voided, let me put it like that, voided, right? And the only ones that was ratified was it was I think like 5 out of like 300 or some treaties or agreements, put it like that. Then there was one about Martin Luther King, how he spoke on certain subjects. He was speaking about genocide and how the things that we was going through at that point in time was the same thing we going through right now. You know, it's basically genocide. They didn't committed genocide against it. So I sent you those videos.
You sent them both. You sent them to my number or you sent them to my email?
I sent it to the number.
Oh, okay, for sure. I end up getting them. I'll check them out.
Hey, let me ask you a question though.
Go ahead, Chad.
What you think about the Amish?
I don't.
And you know, from the aspect of on racism, right? The Amish and the Mormons been the most racist group out of all the other groups. You know what I'm saying? And they're German. So I'm speaking about the Germans and eugenics. You know what I mean, and all that. The Amish play a part in that as well. They're a breeding ground. You know what I mean? They pay no taxes. Can't no state troopers or nothing pull up on the Amish community. You know what I mean? The Amish is in every country. Every country does the Amish. Every German colony, the Amish. They're there. From Ukraine to Germany to United States to Argentina, Guatemala. You know what I mean? You know, and they don't have any influence. They don't allow that. See, now the Amish also had a huge, nice little population. And was at the Pulaski, Tennessee. You know what I mean? The birthplace of the KKK. The Amish been here. Bible written in German. What's that? Pennsylvania. They speak in Pennsylvania Deutsche Swiss language, and that's nothing but like an old German dialect.
You mean Dutch? Dutch?
Yeah, but it's all German.
Okay, I
that's
got
a throw. In Pennsylvania Dutch, that's a throw off. It's all German. Yeah. I just talking about all that and how the Germans came over here when where they landed at was the South. The South was heavily populated by the Amish and Mormons. So it's a lot with all that. Those day people.
Well, that's actually crazy because you never really think about that.
Yeah, they've been here. They've been here for a nice little minute. And that was the Mennonite Amish.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, I done called in before. I called in before, right? Me and Puerto Rican cuz got a little beef going.
Oh, you got a little beef. What's y'all beef? I love to get both of y'all on the air. What's happened? Coffee, cuz. What's happened? What's your beef with PR? What happened?
Listen, man. I called in one time. He said that is Yug Mouth. He typed in the chat, that's Yug Mouth. I ain't no motherfucking Yug Mouth. Yug Mouth. I said, ain't that shit?
You just talk. You just talk.
I'm pro-Trump. You feel me? The Democratic Party. Woo-wee. That's a cold party. That's like Obama, right? On Obama. Now, Obama, okay, he's from Hawaii, right? Now, Barack didn't come from nowhere. Where that come from? When he came over here? Over there, his name was Barry. You know what I mean? His high school prom queen was a white woman. You feel me? All his friends was white. You know what I mean? So how this dude land in Compton by way of Indonesia and all that? And come on, man. I mean, how he land in Chicago on the south side? You know what I mean? In the middle of all that.
You right.
Yeah. I want to let y'all know something. All these atrocities that happen to black people over here in this country, when you look at it and for what it is and what's going on, it's the Democrats, bro. It was behind the Scottsboro boys, where all those boys was tried for rape and murder, all kind of weird ass crimes and all that. Locked up, some died in jail. They killed the other ones. It's just bad. But every time you look up, it's the Democrats behind everything. Everything that happened to black people, where some type of uproar or whatever, was in democratic cities. You know what I mean? In a Democrat state. Y'all was talking about Anthony Burr. Anthony Burr, yeah. Y'all was talking about him and Anthony Hamilton, right? Not Anthony Hamilton.
A while back. You a student, huh? You a student?
Oh yeah, I mess around. I'll tell you, listen. I do my research, bro. You have to. In this day and age, you got to do your research. This goes out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's a thread. You got to look at it for what it is. Be objective and dissect it. You know what I mean? We know signs and symbols. You know what I mean? We see them. You know what I mean? We see y'all. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna let you get back, man. All right.
Wait, don't go.
Man, I got to.
Why you gotta go? I like talking to you. Shit, we both smoking this shit up. Shit, you know some. We know some information. You know some information. We see you too. Shit, we try to just say, what's up? Shit, what the fuck's up, man?
Nah, I ain't talking about. Like, listen, when I said I see you or we see you, we not talking about Kevin Gill. We talking about those who the Aborigines in this country, the blacks from here, oh my God, you go to listen, y'all go to Pinstripe and type up Aborigine and in Japan and China, and you're gonna be like, man, that look like a gang of these brothers walking around here. They was dark skinned, and they
don't look like me.
Yeah, and they was all knocked off.
I said they don't look like me.
Nah, I mean, they might look like you.
They don't look like me. They look like they look like you, nigga. They don't look like me. I ain't Asiatic.
Nah, hey, listen. I'm not trying to scare nobody.
You're not scared of nobody. I just like to talk to you about all this stuff. You seem pretty knowledgeable on a lot of things.
Yeah, true. I mean, I am. I have to be. You have to be a student.
You feel me?
You have to be. I mean, the Japanese, right? The Japanese believe that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you're supposed to be a student till the day you die. You know what I mean? You always supposed to check. You live to learn. That's how you make the generations that come after you smarter as well. You know what I mean? You just got to keep that going.
Yuck mouth, if you don't quit playing on my phone, man, I know you ain't this smart. You in my chat room every day, and you don't know we come up with this. You been in my. Why don't you just come to school? Why'd you playing?
Hey, yuck mouth. Come on, bro. I'm just gonna. Hey, listen.
Why don't you just come to school? Okay, you almost there. Okay, nigga, you about a week off. I will bring you up to speed because everybody in my chat room is smarter than you because you want to smoke roaches behind the school. Come to class.
It's hilarious. The Loonies, right? The Loonies, the group Loonies, they only had one hit, and that was I Got Five on it. Nowadays, you know, ain't no $5, you know. ain't no $5, you know, getting you nowhere. You know what I mean? I ain't yuck, bro. I ain't yuck. LA nigga, bro. That's all that is. The mother and everybody else imitate. This is, you know, shit. You know, this
where you at in LA?
Oh man, you know, I remember the gay swap meet. You know.
I remember the gauge swap meet.
Yeah, the gay swap meet. That got burned down during the riots, bro.
During the riots. I'm talking about where you at right now, nigga. I ain't talking about no damn riot.
I'm right there. Right by where the gay swap meet.
Right there.
That's where I'm
in the East Coast is?
Oh, come on, kid.
Come on, man. Where is that, bro?
The gay swap meet over there by the library, by the old school library.
By the old school library?
Where Newberry used to be at on Slauson in Vermont. Come on, bro. The McDonald's. Right now, the McDonald's, all that.
But that's not Gage.
Green Dragon back in the day.
Slauson and Gage run the same way. Oh, that's not Slauson and Gage.
Slauson, Vermont.
That's Slauson in Vermont. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
Train tracks, bro. Train tracks. Where you at?
No.
You there? What?
You talk about Slauson and you talk about Slauson and Western. You talk about Slauson and Western. The swap meet is on Slauson and Western.
But listen, man. Listen, I ain't gonna say no more. Budlong Avenue School, stand up. John Muir, stand up.
Budlong Avenue.
That's elementary school over
here. Budlong Avenue and the Six Deuce Brims now.
Yeah. Yeah. Indeed. Shout out.
Shout out who?
What you just said.
Yeah, bro.
All right, but I salute the show, bro.
I love you, what you doing. Why you don't fuck with me, man? Fuck with your boy, Kev, bro.
Man.
Oh, man.
I got
just fuck with me. Throw me a chain or something. I'll put you a Kev sweater on. You can do the podcast from your living room. Cub was all backward. Oh, Cub for them cry. That nigga Kev Gill Street, huh? Press one. Press one. That nigga Kev Gill Street. What you talking about? Oh no. Kev Gill beats out y'all. He don't put two parallels That's not how them streets go. That's not where that swat meet at. And there ain't no gauge over here. This one's that's what. Y'all be thinking of Cam Gill. All smile. 601, you on the air. What's up?
Yeah.
Salute, shalom, brother. Wakanda. Go ahead.
Shalom. What to do?
Oh, just having a good time tonight. What's on your mind?
Hey, look. The thug shit, that's the thuggetry.
Huh?
Ain't that thug supposed to be thuggetry or something? Like that's what they call it.
Well, it's thuggy. It's old East Indian philosophy. Go ahead, King.
Yeah, when they about the one used to wear the jewelry and had a jewelry in their mouth and all that.
Yeah, right. They put the gold in their mouth because that represents what they stole and what it took to get there. Not really shining it. It's more of a symbolic of this is your shit and I got it in my mouth. Yeah. That's symbolic. Go ahead, King.
Right. Now I was just making sure. I had never seen that diva though. That's something new. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, the diva demon, all that. They've been working this magic on us a long time, and it's okay. Right. You know, when we ignorant of it, you know, God don't hold us accountable, but we have to come to this understanding at today's periods. What's up?
Right, and you know what's crazy about what you said in the English language, the dialect, just speaking it is like this not our language.
That's right.
It's a witchcraft language.
That's right. It's a language of the demonocracy that we live in. Press 1.
Right. And it all making sense. I'm like, when I probably found out about this 10, 15 years ago, and I was just saying to myself, and I remember watching the John Ty shit, when he talked about the demon behind the music. Mm-hmm. And he was speaking on Elton John saying he never sung a song that wasn't written in witch language.
Wow.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And I'm like, so now it all makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's the vibration of these languages. They say a witch could say something written in witch language, which is our same language, and it'd be a curse. But we see it just be words, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Because you're not there's no intent behind it, but once you become aware and understand, like scripture, parable, they have their own little twist and parables in their language too. You realize things mean this and that, and your intention into it. You know, curse people and people curse themselves.
Right, because that's what I was about to say. It's about how, like you say, it's a curse. It's the curse, meaning like. Even if like one of us is to get good with our Bible, which is the Bible, and the better you get is like you can speak curses, and you know what I'm saying? Like I say, certain people could vex you and vex your spirit, and you can pray a curse on them, as in like a good curse or a bad curse.
That's right.
Or like you said a minute ago, and I peeped, but you was like, well, I bound his mouth to say, you know what I'm saying? I was like, that was real.
That's real, bro. Listen, bro. If it wasn't real, he wouldn't have did it. It wouldn't have just appeared like that. And I'm realizing that, you gotta bound their lips together. You gotta shut them up before they even get to you.
Right.
I'm not the one. I'm not the one. Period.
I try to teach that to my kids, like. Let them know. I'm like, because you gotta understand the name of God. And I'm like, anybody that'll say something, and I'm like, let's say in the presence of the Lord, wickedness gonna flee. So I'm like, all you gotta do is call on the name of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Or if you feel something bad going on, you in that bad vibration, you feel that bad energy, you gotta call on that name. You know what I'm saying? Because that wickedness gonna flee.
It's true. We see it every day on the show. They try to wiggle their way in. They try to puff daddy their way in. Shoulder blade their way in. And
So,
we got to convict them. It's just what it is.
got,
Because
hey,
if we don't,
karate chopping with their words.
yeah, and it cures them. I didn't know it was so curable. It cures them. That's why they come back to get another whooping.
Right.
Go ahead, turn your sound down, bro. You'll be good. Don't be listening to yourself on the computer. Come on, bro.
Nah, that ain't what I was. It's just it must go about TV, and that's the TV in the background. Man, I wasn't tripping on that, but yeah. I just happened to come in and saw the line because I've been missing and shit. And I was like, damn, thug. And I saw that demon word, so I was like, whoa. Like,
so when they saying I'm a diva, and they're selling a diva, they're selling this spirit. What they really selling is, now you really understand what they selling you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It might be self-empowerment, but they not knowing that they also calling on this demon.
There you go.
This deity. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Right.
And it may feel good. It may feel like self-empowerment, but like you just said, it's really a deity behind that, and it trick you out your soul. You feel me?
And it goes back into the flop side of the balance of what the Lord put, saying, okay, you need this man. But then it's like, nah, I'm a diva. I don't need no man. I'm my own. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Right.
I was saying,
I call my other diva sisters, and we divas, and we don't need men. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly what I was talking about, I believe, earlier or before. Exactly what I was talking about. The I don't need a man or I don't need a woman complex. I don't like women and I don't like men. They ain't shit. And this one and that one. But that's the thug. The thug is what? I don't need no B. Man, forget these B's. Ain't nothing but hoes and tricks.
Right.
And now, on the flip side, it's the diva. These niggas ain't nothing. No scrub. But both are being played in the yin and the yang of the same God spirit, Kali, which is Hindu. Go ahead.
Okay. I feel that. Because that's so, and I try to tell, when I teach my kids nothing, I'm like, man, I didn't have no father to tell me certain things. I'm like, and we had this thing called the game, and all these OGs and no one teaching us. Nobody said, hey, get a woman, slow down, be a player, fuck these hoes, try to fuck as many as you can, all this shit.
Right.
You ain't got 5 women. I remember one time, one of my people, uncle was like, he was driving trucks, and he was like, if you ain't got a woman in every city you visit, you ain't doing nothing. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And if it was with that Papa was a Rolling Stone mentality, but I just thought about it, and I'm like, as we went, everybody teaching you, yeah, man, fuck a bitch ain't shit.
Right.
Not saying, man, this gonna be this the same way that, they gonna look at your sisters and your cousins and your mother and your, you know what I'm saying? So
that's an issue. If you got a friend that thinks like that, that's how they look at your mama. That's how they look at your sister. That's how they look, and you got to look at them like that's how they look at women. And it's a problem with me if you don't respect women or women don't respect themselves. I get to looking at you different. Like, wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you got it kind of backwards, or you got the wrong idea, or whatever it is.
Right. Listen, that mentality, I stopped it in a point of my life where I almost was pimping, and my mama just made me realize. She was like, well, remember you might have daughters, and it stuck with me, and I was like, oh yeah. So I had to watch how I was treating women, and I started at that point of my life. I was like, hold up, that means something. Like, okay. So I never really
dove into
women.
It.
And, I never really got into dogging women and treating them all bad, and you know what I'm saying. I always kept it fair on the facts of, like, okay, yeah, I might have daughters one day, and I don't want nobody to put this type of attitude or this type of, energy on my children. You know what I'm saying?
That's the kind of thing we got to think about when we out here, making decisions.
Right.
That right there is having that. Wait a minute, man. Mama said, I'm gonna have a daughter. You would think about your daughter if you want to think about that. So.
Right, and I'm talking about, it was times when I had them down to the right and could have pimped on them and could have, you know what I'm saying. Then, as I got my conscience more to the Lord, and I realized, okay, you're not even supposed to be pimping on these particular people anyway, because they already in slavery. You feel me? So it's like, and I saw what the scripture said. Okay, this was gonna happen for a pimp or for this person, or because you know what I'm saying. Like, these people already been sold into slavery. How can you do this again? You feel me? It's like, you putting yourself in double trouble with the Lord by even going in this route. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's how you know you got a hell of a conscious thinking process, my brother. I said, damn, I'll be in double the trouble. See, that's how you know when life hits you like this, these critical decisions. A lot of people they don't even give that any consideration. When making a decision to go into different lifestyles. So you even saying and coming up with something I never heard of, that people that's already a slave, you gonna go out there, that means you really had that conversation, and God
well, I'm gonna make it make sense to you.
He said I'm gonna get in doubly trouble.
Think about the most successful pimps. Your Bishop Don Juans,
Hold up, before you even go here, these are the troubles. These is how God touched the brothers down south, nigga. You better think about this one right here. Go ahead,
right.
King. You get
But yeah, think about your Bishop Max Don Juan, Pippin King, Sir Captain. Most successful pimp has a heathen ethnicity woman on their side, white, Chinese, because really the Israelites, they say a black woman. They always said a black woman make you pimp them, but the other races gonna go get the money. You feel me? Like you ain't gotta stand on their back. But at the same time, this was that mind frame, because you really not even supposed to be pimping none of these 12 tribe women, because they already got a curse on them, and it's like, okay, you go get in this, you gonna feel a piece of that curse. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get ran from this curse, because, like you say, they're not supposed to even be treated this way already. And here you gonna put them through a double jeopardy. Cause like I say, I met plenty of them coming up, all ages, and it's like I always had to think with a conscience, like, okay, all right, think about this. All right, well, I ain't gonna do them like this. And so I would, even while they wanted me to pimp them, I'm trying to, man, go get a job. Man, do this. Man, do that. Man, look, you ain't gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? And that shit's crazy.
This South is crazy.
Trying to find a better hustle and shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I just saw that thug, and I had this little deep. I ain't understand, because like I said, I seen the thuggetry literature before, but I never seen that deep, and I was like, wow.
So hopefully you can let this be a seed in your head and let this begin to. I can see it already having some type of effect on you, which is a good thing, my brother. And hopefully it just continue to, because this pimping thing in itself, I know it's a strong pull. The female, I can see the females coming right now. They come harder when you're working on yourself, man. Why don't you just show me how to get this money, and maybe I'm gonna show you how to get this job and fill out this resume. Oh, fuck that, you losing it.
Right. Until you show them the way, and then it's like they fall in order. And it's like, okay, all the way around. You know what I'm saying? Hey, cause I'm talking. Hey. I feel like at one point I had been sick to them, because I done had them where they done came back before, like, before I'm dealing with you, I was dealing with women. Like, I'm back dealing with men again. Like, okay, I think I was sick in your life for that. Like,
to help you,
to turn you back around.
That's when you was out there, and the Lord have mercy. Our people are in lack of knowledge like a mug, y'all. Lord have mercy. Yeah. I didn't know the brothers in the South had these type of problems. We need God for real.
Yeah.
That's all right. We'll get to it, brother. Thank you for this very, very enlightening Tales from the South conversation. Thank you, brother. 601 in the building.
That's what it is, man.
And boy, that nigga pretty much was, nigga, I'm trying to stop pimping. Boy, but the streets is calling. There's nothing that I can do about that one, y'all. Oh, man, somebody right now, man, you should have helped him find Jesus. Hold up. He's on his way. There's a seed in there somewhere of goodness. I see in that brother right there. I think at least he's having a confliction of heart right now, you know. He want to pimp so bad. Coffee and Kush TV. You on the air. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air.
Hi, Kevin. This is Gwen from Carson.
Kevin, I'm big Kev Mac.
Okay, you can be Kev Mac today. That's good.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What's on your mind?
Just want to add in a little bit on your topic tonight.
Go ahead.
And a while back, you spoke. Well, not a while back. About a few weeks ago, you mentioned a pastor named G. Craig Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
He was a pastor who talked about, preached about the truth. What do you call it?
And hip hop or something like that.
Yeah, the truth about hip hop or something like that. And he taught about Cali. He taught about the Thuggy, and he also talked about KRS-One, Holy Hip Hop Bible.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can't really say enough about this pastor. He's in Texas. I don't know, something about the men from the South there, you know, a little different, but I guess they said in Texas it's like the Bible Belt. You know, they're born and raised in it, and he's still a fairly young man, but he goes very, very deep in it. And one thing that I really want to just say, and I know it's getting late, but I just wanted to say this point about it. What he says is, you summon what you serenade. So that Cali spirit is in many of the music, probably all of the music. And so when we're singing it, we're summoning that to us. So, you know, that's how come it's so hard to get rid of, because it's in the music. Everybody, you know, oh, you know, such a catchy beat, yada, yada, you know, and they sing it, and they're just calling this destruction to themselves. And so, you know, I think back in the 90s, probably like maybe the early 2000s is when I backed away from music to really study and learn about the Word of God. And when I came back to it, it really blew my mind because of the things that they were saying. You know, God begins to open up and show you different things. And I think I wasn't introduced to this pastor until like 2008.
Mm-hmm.
When he started talking about it. And, you know, like he told us, he said, it's not like you can pick and choose which artist to listen to. He said, you know, because it's in all of it, you know, it's just the way that it goes. And there was a gentleman, I think his name was John Todd. Don't quote me on that, but they said they tried to deem him as crazy mental, right? Because he would say that before they would release a song, they would put the song, take the song or the album to this room, and they would pray spells into this music. And so when the music is released, you know, there's a spell on it, and you know, it's the hottest, it's the latest, and everybody wants to hear the latest. Everybody wants to, you know, have the hottest music or whatever. And I think, in my opinion, it seems like, you know, that's when that spell is heightened. And so you're just calling this spirit to you, you know, and a lot of people don't know, but, you know.
So really, they trick you into bringing it into your house. So they'll place it on a CD. They will get the artist to do all type of demonic symbols within the CD case back in the day. Let's say back in my case, it was Bone Thugs and Harmony. They will put a curse on it. I think if you read it, they actually had us put it in the mirror and read the shit backward. Now remember this here. So now,
You're
you know,
exactly
and I
right.
remember listening to their music and the Ouija board and
Yes.
murder themes and real
Yes.
dark, real dark.
Real
And
dark.
yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
it's time we go back and start evaluating this stuff and letting
Right.
ourselves really understand how this devil's music keep
Mm-hmm.
its tune. That's what I've always been into. Go ahead, Queen.
You know, and it was a trip because I had young kids at the time, and and of course, I taught them, and G. Craig went through many of the younger generation artists, but then he went back even to like our parents, into the Earth, Wind, and Fires, and all of that, and the Mothership, and
Yeah.
Booth, oh boy,
Talking about the
that
element and all of the this is what
yes,
I'm talking about here. And
yes,
and a lot of
yes,
our people don't notice. Shout out to what's his name, Craig Lewis down there in Texas.
yeah, G. Craig Lewis,
And that's why I went back to his video. I was doing a live stream over here about Kali, and
yes,
and a thought came in about this video I seen
mhm,
about the Thuggy, and it turned out
yes,
it was Craig. It was that gentleman. And I remember him saying how they put the change in their mouth and the gold
yes,
and I was young then. I was like, whoa.
yes,
It was right. And
yes,
I went back and checked on it about a few weeks ago, and boom.
mhm,
I finally
mhm,
I searched for it, but I found it.
mhm,
I said that's
mhm.
his name. And here
That's
it
his
is.
name.
Boom.
Yeah, yeah. It's no joke. I learned a lot of from this young pastor, and he and it's sad to say, but it's all in the church, and it does not matter the denomination. It's in the white churches. It's everywhere. They will play some of this music, Stairway to Heaven, in their in their praise and worship, and the youth praise and worship. That's a straight song to Satan. And it's crazy, and it kind of spooked me. So I got to the point to where I would, when I would go to church, I would listen so intensely, and I promise you, if that pastor started repeating stuff over and over and over, I mean, because it's a lot to talk about in the Bible. There's no reason for the pastors to start repeating the same thing in that very next year.
Right.
I'm like, dude, I'm out of here, because I'm just like, obviously you're not hearing from God, because God will give you a word to speak over the people, in his due time. And that's how I feel today, because I was listening to you earlier, about an hour ago, and my phone said you went offline. And I said, dang, Kev went offline. I was like, okay, it was right after TT call. It was right after TT. It said, offline. I'm thinking, offline? I'm like, he didn't even say goodbye. You're usually, and it, however you ended, you just cut it. I'm like, what happened? So I was like, oh, okay, I ain't gonna trip. Went to the room, getting ready to go and wash my hair or whatever, and something said, get your phone. I was like, Kevin's gone. I was like, oh, okay, I missed a little bit of the beginning. Let me see if he, uploaded. Let me go listen. And you still on? I'm like, what the heck? I said, oh, I know what that means. I said, God told me to come and tell you so the people can know it's in the music. And guess what? It's in the music. Whoever's writing the music, whoever's choreographing the dance, it has to be, right? Because
yes, ma'am.
look at look at the videos. And I stopped watching it. I don't watch any of it because it's the same spirit.
That's right.
It's the same spirit. And that crap just sits there and waits for you to open the door so it can come in and pounce on you.
Yeah.
I promise you guys. You don't, every now and then I'll hear a song come on. I'll be like, oh, yeah, I remember that song. Like, I think today you played that slow song. I was like, oh, that was a nice melody. That was a nice song. But it's like, I won't like stay.
I know what you mean.
Music.
I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly.
Yeah, I won't do that, because, it's like, that's your way. They're open. They're open to come in, because basically if you're listening and you're singing, you're summoning them. Same thing with the water spirit. That same thing when you were talking about the siren spirit. Same thing. And you remember Erykah Badu on one of those albums, she was talking about the siren. Remember?
Yeah.
And she had it. I don't know what's wrong with these females. I just don't get it. I don't know. I mean, but it's a spirit. I get it. So, and then you become that you serenade. So you take on the same characteristics of all of this filth. It's filth. I can't, and I told my son the other day he was watching something on, I don't know, that little Nick Cannon show, whatever that crap is. And I told him, I said, I hate what they're doing to this generation. I said, because for some reason you guys can't see. And I said, I don't know why you watching this. And my daughter was in the room and she looking at me like, Mama tripping. I'm like, he called it what it is. I'm like, I'm out. I'll shut my room door. I'll start, I start rebuking that stuff. But, when them callers call you, yep, rebuke them. Tell them, send that spirit back to the foot of Jesus, put it in a cage, have it to be judged so it can be locked up, to shut their mouths, because they keep coming on there talking crap to you, and they're talking crap. And what they're doing, Kevin, is because you're strong and you know how to block them. But what they're going to start doing is they're going to get to your people who's following you, who are not as strong as you. And so we got to protect them as well. So send them to the foot of Jesus, lock them in the cage to be bound and can't be released, so they can leave. Some more gonna come. You know what I'm saying. But at least we can protect your listeners. For those who are truly listening and trying to learn, and we're in school and we're trying to learn and grasp everything, because it's now come down to like the everyday average people. That's what I like to call it, because before it was in when G. Craig was bringing it out, and he was a young man when he first started doing this, and God put him up against many high-level pastors, many, and God will set you up. And that's what God did to him. And God had him to speak. And because he had the fortitude to stand and speak, because he was raised by a man, when men have kids and have boys, and they raise them boys to be strong and have the fortitude to stand, man, that's how come they don't like men.
That's right.
That's why they don't like men. But guess what? You guys have all the power, and all you need is a strong woman behind you, and y'all on the same accord. Man, you talking about yeah, that's how come the Democrats don't want family anymore. No family. That's enemy. Those are enemies number one. Why are you attacking the family? The family people they're not doing nothing. They just trying to raise their kids. But they don't want that. That's why they release Cali and all of this filth. And every time you see them, they got their nasty tongue stuck out their mouth. That's how it's so easily to tell what spirit is in them. Every time they stick their little tongue out, that's that spirit of Cali.
That's the spirit of Cali. Yes, it is.
It's the spirit of Cali. Yeah. And I see it all the time, in these movies, and I made sure my kids didn't enjoy no movie we watched, and I couldn't help it. Every time, we would have family night. Friday night was movie night. Boy, I'd be like, you see that one? You see this? You see this in the movie? You see this? And they'd be like, oh, Mom, we can't enjoy the movie. I said, no, you can't enjoy it, because that's what they want to do. They want to enter you. They want to enter you and to detain you. That's what they want to do. G. Craig preached about that too. This is some, it is, it's like they say, like we're food to these demons. We're food. They suck out our energy, So it's like, no. If we just learn to stop that and block that, then they have to go elsewhere, and feed on each other, because they'll feed on each other. They don't care. You see what the Democrats are doing now, they feed on each other, tear each other apart. I'm sure it's a plan or whatever, but, that's their thing. I let them do what they do. What the Bible says, a house divided, can't stand against itself. You know what I'm saying? So if they're divided, Biden was first, going this way, and him and Pamela was going at each other, now they want to be, bosom buddies. All they're going to do is have Biden later, he's unfit now,
he's not going to make
because of his head injury. He's not going to make it. And then they're going to put Miss Callie in place.
Oh, yeah, that's what I've been telling my audience. And they're going to put Miss Callie in place. Yep. And then you will have mass cachet destruction upon the earth. Because, again, these are the people with the dots on their head who are going to probably force some type of Shia law already after they done destroyed your God. They want to install their law and make you
exactly
stupid.
What they're gonna do.
Oh, I know, sister. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that.
Yes,
so thank you for the call so much.
Yeah, I just wanted to call and let you guys know that, okay?
Thank you so much, Queen.
All right.
Peace.
You guys be blessed and be safe.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Lord have mercy. And on that note, 300 people in the building. Let's hit the like button. Make sure if you learned something tonight, Go over there to the Cash App and drop $1 or something up in the Cash App before you get up out to school. Coffee and Kush TV, Cavro University. Sign up to the Patreon. You got to be signed up to the Patreons to win the different tiers of giveaways, okay? And you don't be signing up for $1 for a month and stopping. That's not working. We on to that one. We got a lot of study back here now. We got this YouTube shit down. So participate, make this channel great, make knowledge great again, make knowledge fun. And my stomach hurt. Coffee and Kush TV 601, you are there.
Great. Make knowledge.
Go.
Yes, sir. Yo,
I had to call back, bro.
what's happening?
Just to piggyback on what she had just said.
What happened?
Cause I know you always like when you say something in the comments, you know, you be like, man, call in. I'm just putting everything in there because I had put some over there to the side.
All right, what happened?
About what she said about John Todd and the music, you know, the demons behind the music.
Right.
About their temple room, how they take all of the master copies. That's why they want to own the masters, because they take it to the temple room and they conjure up a demon, a spirit, and they put, like I said, and that's what go behind all of the copies of the music. These copies that's going out, and that's the particular reason for owning the masters. Because without them owning our masters, we children of the Lord, and we can't put curses on nobody. But if they own the masters and you buy it with your own submitting your will, you allow that curse to come into your house or work.
Yep, that's what I was talking about. Thank you for the call. I got to get out of here. Thank you, brother.
All right.
Peace and love to the South, man. They out there doing big thing. That's what's up.